Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Gamecocks offense will get the ball first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, Bill.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive line when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Great place to start for this offense. Ready. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. Turning it on. He stopped just short of the goal line.
quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, Pollock. I'm running it again right here on the 1-yard line.
And I think you still got 2 plays. 3rd down, be physical. All you got to do is fall forward, get that 1 yard.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They go to the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out. And they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Crane. Still running at the 40. Sprinting away. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Gamecocks are marching down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cavazos. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Swings it out to the flat. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And what a difference one game makes, right? This guy already in the first quarter has thrown for more yards than he did in his last game. He just looks like a much more confident quarterback, and it's incredible how good things happen to QBs when they find a rhythm early.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Going to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
They want to run this quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much in the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. At midfield, he's got room. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Mississippi State going up-tempo. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The give. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbells ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Reads it, fires complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Mississippi State right back to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. The give to the single back. Brings into the open. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
I think a really big key in the RPO game is having really good rhythm and timing. Offense didn't have it there, and that's why it falls incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll take it on the return. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's going to let it go. Pulls it in on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
What a throw on 1st down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's caught. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback running on the draw.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. This quarterback part of their running game. Quick step and go. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. To make positive yardage now, 3rd and goal from the 2. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Pushes ahead, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Kansas State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in the Little Apple. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been those K-State fans who will enjoy this win. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday as we send things back to you guys.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man on the outside. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I know, everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snags it down the right side. Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Looking for room at the 30. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. Is second and 14. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Trying play action. Throws for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a...
There he goes! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Big fella moving. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from a defense. You're expecting runs, 2nd and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard marker right here, you've got to be physical. Nice job by the defense winning that 2nd down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. Getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbells ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Using the quick game. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field. They'll run the counter. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds a crease at the 20. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quarterback keeper. Got enough space. Touchdown Gamecocks. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. West Virginia is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Morgantown. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Utah. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got him. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
The Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's looking to throw. Grabs it in the middle. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll set up to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Looking to fire. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he makes the grab for the Deuce. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Those tackles and those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll move the tight end. They'll try the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Cano. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Caught over the middle, it's hooked. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, you know, listen, they aren't as great as corners and covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
They'll give it to the back. Creates a little room. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Toss to the left. Look out, he's got room. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And I love this defense continues to get home and bring pressure. Another sack, their third sack of the game. They just keep applying pressure, and it's working. Do not stop.
Finds a little space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll run it on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Quarterback keeps it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the fourth quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Mississippi State right back to the line. Bully ball on third and short. They'll stop him short on third down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The offense has a chance, down 1 possession in the 4th. Going right to work up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Looking left. This time it's complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Mississippi State going up tempo. The give on the inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Motion from the back. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Completes it in the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Lost one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Hooks. Got enough for the first down and wants more. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He's got it inside the 15. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it from here.